Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. We got another box in the mail today, and you'll never believe what it is. Check it out. The Evo showed up. Man, this thing is like a piece of art. I mean, you got looks like the header pipe, some hardware, looks like just a couple clamps, and then the muffler. Look at that. Went with the black, as you can tell, because all they had was like red or green. And check that tailpipe out, man. That is awesome. Look at all these welds. It's a shame to have to put this thing on and go get it dirty, but I think that's what we're going to do. Here's what I like seeing. You don't see this enough. Right there, made in the USA. Came really well packaged. Had these little expandable foam packs in there, really tight. So anyway, I'm going to set this camera down. I'm sure you guys have heard them before, but I'm going to do a little sound clip with the stock exhaust, and then once I get this installed with the Evo. So let's fire this thing up. Might need the tripod around here. Not that looking at it's going to matter. All you want to do is hear it. So this is a cold start, guys. Whoa, it is cold. Anyway, I'll give you an idea, which any of you guys that own Talons already know it. These things really don't sound bad, stock, when you're really out on the trail and you're really getting into it. They sound pretty decent, but it's just that down low notes, it's just not there. So anyway, I'm excited to get this thing put on. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. So anyway, I'm going to spare you all that like I always do and just show you the after product, because there's tons of videos out there from the factories and everything else that are doing this professionally. So what's an amateur idiot like me going to show you? So anyway, we'll get this thing on, then we'll show you what it sounds like, and then I'm also going to show you how to hook up this programmer and walk you through that, even though those are on the internet, so we'll be right here for it. So anyway, let me get this thing on and we'll get back to it. Hey, we're back. We got this thing on. It's pretty straightforward. I won't lie to you, there were a couple things in the instructions that I don't know what was up with them. Said you needed a 22mm wrench. I don't know what you need that for. And then there was another one, and they were just slight things. One of them said to use a 15mm on their clamp right there. It was a 16mm. It does look good. There it is, guys. One of the other things that I will tell you about, and I mean, I'm not dogging these guys, okay? I'm not putting blame on anybody. Things happen. Don't know. Honda side, Evo side, it doesn't matter. It was real simple. This bracket right here, this is the factory Honda bracket that get the grease off of there, that you reuse from your old muffler. Well, these studs that are from Evo, they on the back side, it's almost like a flange bolt, you know, to where it's a little bit bigger. It was just minutely smaller. Well, no, I should say the bracket was a little smaller than their bolt. So no big deal. Took it over the drill press. I mean, shaved a little off of there. If you don't, you could use a file. I mean, it was that small. So that was the biggest thing I ran into. Other than that, it was really straightforward, easy peasy. So anyway, let's go in here. I got the tuner hooked up real quick, and we'll show you how to do that, and then we'll fire this bad boy up and see what we think. So to save time, you know, this is under the driver's seat, and you know, there's your red plug, and this thing just plugs into it. So let's see how the best way it's going to be to do this. So basically, you know, you just turn your ignition on, and the tuner comes on. And I'm going to try to remember how to do this. So right there, just you know, I'd put some stats in there. You know, it's got the voltage and some other things like that. So anyway, if I remember right, let's see. There we go. So here's the main menu. So you know, it's got like flash tune, vehicle, tools, device tools, help. So what we want to do is go up to flash tune. Okay, so right there are, you can see it's a DJT. There's the last three are 04. I should last do 04 and 06. And then there's an STK, which is a stock tune, which is an 04. So right now I've got it on the DJT tune that was the 104, and that was if you didn't have anything done to it. So let's go down to this one. This is the one I want because it is for a slip-on muffler, and you push that, and then you push this to start the ECM flash. Okay, flash ECM, let's select it. Okay. All right. So it's just wanting to know, you know, you want to flash your ECM with the selected tune. You press it again, and there it goes. And you got a whole lot of, you know, lights flashing and things like that. So anyway, pretty quick. Well, I thought it was, there we go. So there it was, just kind of looking out and seeing what was there, and now it's actually going to write the tune. So anyway, I got another package today, guys. So we'll have to do a video on that. Here, I'll set this down while we're waiting on the tune to go. And here's my latest project, working on the front seat adventure. So, all right. So I ended up getting a new mat for this, one that goes all the way across, like Honda should have done, to cover up all the electrical stuff. You know, that way it just would be a lot better. And really, honestly, it was, I think, 20 bucks off of Amazon, free shipping, 2 days. You can't beat it. A little bit of insurance. So anyway, where are we at on the file? We're still at like 37%. Now, with this tuner, you can leave this thing on there, and you know, like when it started up, it had some of the gauges. You can customize that all day long to what you want, and you can keep it in here and use that as like a secondary thing if that's what you want to do. So me, I really don't think it's necessary. You know, if I feel the need to it's always there. So, all right, we're at like 57%. So you get to listen to me talk a little bit more. So let's just go back here and kind of go over this a little bit then. But really nice install. I mean, that is really clean, man. That pipe is nice. It looks a little bit bigger, than stock, as you can kind of see. This is all the stock stuff that come off. So definitely the outlet's bigger. But here it really kind of tapered down a little bit. But yeah, Evo pipe's a lot bigger. So now what that's going to do to, with that head pipe, I mean, you still got the two small tubes going in together, and it's actually got, you can see it, but there's like an H pipe right there. So, but it seems like a lot of people online are really saying that the factory head pipe on these are really efficient, so they really don't recommend changing them out. That's why all these tunes are for mainly just slip-on mufflers. The Dynopower one, it didn't have one for a full exhaust. So, those guys got their own in-house dyno. So I think they know what they're doing. Same with Hess. I did find a video online that a guy really put apples to apples, on all the tunes on a dyno between, I think it was Kopp's, Hess, the Dynojet, and there was another one, kind of one I'd never heard of. But anyway, when it came down to it, the Dynojet and the Hess were the two best ones, and they were, Dynojet just barely pulled it off. Just barely by tenths. So to me, that's a tie. All right. Looks like we are done. So it says to verify flashed, turn key off and then on. All right. So we'll turn the key off and then back on. Dynojet. All right, and see, there's just some of the mods I got back there. So yeah. So anyway, let's fire this thing up and see what it sounds like. Ready? Cool. Pretty throaty. Sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good to me. I can't wait to take it out. I'll have to load it up and take it out and really put it through some paces here. That's the only bad thing about living in a town I do. Every community around us will allow you to ride your four-wheeler, side-by-side, golf cart, whatever you want on the public streets. But our little community will not. So, they think it looks trashy. So I don't get it. It's not that big of a deal to me. We won't get all the politics of things. I just don't like it. So anyway, guys, hope you like this. Have any questions, leave it down in the comment bar. I am working on a video. I went out before I did the tuner and the exhaust. and ran it to kind of see what it'd do. So I've got that part. I'll just have to go and finish it up and see what we really gained, here. I can tell you, just with having a tune on and not the exhaust, even like last weekend, it seemed a lot more responsive, and it shifted a lot better too. So I mean, it's all minute stuff, but you know your machine, so you can kind of feel it. But it would definitely running better than what it did stock. So anyway, until next time, guys, if you like what you see, give me the big thumbs up and subscribe, and you guys have a great day.